Good morning, America. How you doing today? We are out here in the great state of Texas, and we're going to talk about this. We're not going to talk about the cold weather because it's only like 50 something degrees out here, and I know a lot of people up north are like even colder. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 48 degrees. So yeah, it's below 50, so I can complain about the weather. So we're going to go over a few different things I just found this morning and a little bit last night as we enjoy someone's squeaky brakes as they drive around the corner or whatever the case may be. It's probably a school bus, who knows? But nonetheless, so I'm pre-recording this just shortly before because what I figured out is YouTube doesn't like me talking about guns, and you guys like to see guns. So let me talk about guns real quick. So I've had these for a while. I haven't shown a lot of them, but so the 5.7 Rock from Palmetto. You see that? You know what? Let me get this in. You know what? Before I do that, real quick, MLM Warriors. If you're not subscribed to him, go check him out every morning. When you get up in the morning, just listen to what he's got because he's telling you all about these different things that are happening in the day. We'll give you a little sample. You guys
2023
better click
special
the link.
video by MLM Warrior.
There are 27 informal
His videos are
holiday
like a minute
instances on
long,
November
and
15th,
he has all this little
2023, and they
information.
are
It's
Steve
like
Irwin
asking
Day,
Siri
International
for
Cheese and Bread Day, George
things
Spelvin
without even
Day,
having to ask.
National
Just
Raisin
save it
Bran
to your
Cereal Day,
your
American
list
Enterprise
and
Day,
go check it out
National
every
Bunt
day. And
Day,
like
World
go to
Remembrance
work,
Day of Traffic
and you can
Victims,
know these random
America
things that people
Recycles
just don't
Day,
think about
National
anymore.
Spicy Hermit Cookie Day, Day of the Imprisoned Writer, GIS Day, Geographic Information Systems Day, National Philanthropy
So
Day.
I'm not going to show you the rest of it. I want you guys to go click on it right now and say hi for me. Uh, he supports my channel. He watches me even no matter how stupid my stuff is. That's what I want y'all to do. Watch me no matter how stupid my stuff is. Um, my most popular video is the one that people thought I shot myself. I did not shoot myself, and I am not. I haven't been able to reproduce it. Imagine that. And I'm not going to deliberately shoot myself for for a view. Um, yeah. Nonetheless, all right. Let's get back to this thing here. Let me take this off the screen for just a minute because I'm getting better at these things. I thought I was. There you go. Now you can see bigger. So the Rock 5.7. Let me take off my blur in the background too. All right, y'all. Bear with me as I as I figure this out. All right. I can't do that here, can I? Hold on just a second while I take off the blur so you can see the things in the background because otherwise the guns just kind of like disappear. So give me a second, and I think I can do this. All right, so the blur's gone. All right, now you just get to see me, and now the stuff I held around me, you can see. And if someone pops out that window or the door, you'll be able to see them because my family isn't going on here. They're probably waking up. But nonetheless, I tried to get here for the sunrise, but you know what? First of all, it wasn't very spectacular, and this morning there's just no clouds to make it spectacular. So let's get back to this. This rock. When I got this thing, I was looking for a holster, and I don't carry this every day and so forth, but I was looking for a holster. I couldn't figure out a holster for it. Turns out the Glock 19, the Glock 17 holsters with Safari work really, really well. My first thing I found was a light, TLR 1. So these lights fit on the gun, of course. A few moments later. And then I have another holster. Maybe I should just go full review on this thing. So I have a holster. If I have a different holster set up. Now I don't carry this every day. Just when I go to the range, I don't like to walk around with all my guns on, in my hand. So I found a holster. This one is by boy, howdy, I should know this, right? Nonetheless, I'll put links to these things in the bottom here, maybe. or I'll come back and tell you about it. If you really want to know, ask me. Blackhawk, what is it called? Blackhawk, I think it is. It has a whole thing in here, this whole system of quick release and blade tech. Blackhawk and blade tech. There you go. Blackhawk and blade tech. Now this company has this quick release I like because what happens here is it releases in there quickly, moves it back and forth, and I have a holster that fits for my 43X. Now this holster that I'm holding right now with this light works great for my, from about to explain to you, it works great for any light, any gun that I have that carries a light. And I only have, I'm trying to say how many guns I want to show you. So I only have a few. So the rock fits nicely. Also, I have the Safariland holster without, so when I have it without the light, I just didn't bring it out with me today. And then I have my palmetto dagger, and I recently, a while back before I was flat broke, I got a Holosun and I didn't have anything to put it on. And then finally this slide, I got it for cheap several months ago. Finally moved to this house, put things together. And when I tell you, when I shot this thing, I didn't like it at first. And then I figured out, so I figured out that my sight was loose. I didn't realize that. And then I didn't realize that my red dot wasn't quite sighted in properly. So it's no wonder I couldn't hit the target. That's what we'll blame it on. So this also fits nicely. This is the Glock 19 copy, of course. So it's a dagger. And put the light on there. Now this also fits in a Safariland holster set up for the Glock 19. So it fits in there nicely. This isn't my favorite holster, but when I'm at the range, that's all I care about is something to hold it so I don't have to walk around with 6 guns in my hand. And then the other thing that this thing fits on really nicely, this holster fits nicely, is Torx TX22. And this is how I survive ammo shortages and being broke. Because I just go out, and when I feel the need to go out and shoot, I just go out with my TX22, 17 round mags, and yes, it's empty. And this holster also fits nicely. Safariland holster that I have for my Glock 19 and Glock 17 combo. And it's all set up. I'll show that later on. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you that, guys. So I don't want to go inside and this video's already getting long with my rambling. So yeah, it's nice. And then this light, it's not the brightest light I have. The brighter light that I have is, and of course, what did I do with it? Put it in my pocket. Put the light in my pocket. I did. Put it in my pocket. I'll get better at this stuff as I go, guys. So the Foxtrot that I have is actually brighter. Can you really tell here, though? I guess you can a little bit. Maybe you can't. I don't know. You know, it's brighter, but nonetheless, I just got this for the holster because I couldn't find a holster at first that would fit, and then I figured out that the Glock 19 would fit because I didn't have the slide and all that with me at first. So yeah, that light, all 3 holsters work, and then I'll show you the Safariland holster that I have later on. The setup that I have here is I like these quick releases because, like I said earlier, you can lock it in place so you can't take it off, or you just quick release it. And when I go to the range, I'll have a gun on my left, I'll have a gun on my right, I'll have a gun on my belt, and I just walk around shooting different things. I don't know. I look like an old fat Rambo. I don't know. Nonetheless, all right. So there's news with guns. Let's see if we can do this. All right. So I'm going to show my screen again, and let's go through some of these things that I found. So I want to show you guys some things. So back to MLM Warrior. If you haven't subscribed to MLM Warrior, do it because he's a great guy. Okay, informative videos, kind of cool stuff. All right. The other thing I want to show you, this guy here,
So I was
Darius
watching
Kincaid. He's a new
YouTube
YouTuber.
videos and
He has
playing with my
374
guns like I
subscribers.
regularly do it
Go
every
subscribe to
morning.
him if you're not
And these
already
are clear, by
subscribed.
the way.
We just new smaller YouTubers and so forth like me and this guy. Subscribe to me. If you're not subscribed to me, subscribe. If you are subscribed,
It's my
tell a
baby.
friend to subscribe. It doesn't
Clear.
cost you a thing. And the cool thing is eventually, yeah, we can get monetized and make a little bit of money.
Clear.
And if I made a little bit more money, then maybe I'd
So
have
watching
some more funny
videos, and
videos like
I
I
was
used
having
to
a
have
hard time
because,
finding
well,
a YouTube
you know how it
video that
goes.
I could
All right.
watch for more than
So
5 minutes. Like, and that
yeah, this guy has some mechanics that I like. Have I shot a canic yet? I think I shot a canic once and I liked it. But I bought Glock instead because I'd already bought it. Actually, my 43X is the one that I bought, and I bought it because of I just happened to walk into the store and it was there used. It already had the trigger. It already had the things I was looking for. And you know how it is when you walk in with some cash and you're like, what am I going to do today? You shouldn't go into a gun store if you're not supposed to buy a gun. Just, yeah. Whatever. All right, so that's the one I want to show you. Subscribe to those two. The other one we need to subscribe to is a new one. Well, not new. She's been on other channels. I'll come back and find her in a second because I lost it on my. Lost her. Where'd she go? I'll come back and show her in a minute. We've been watching some new stuff here this morning. Oh, another product I want to show you guys real quick. Well, before we get on to the other stuff, I found this on the Glock Store's website.
Able to be used, okay?
But check this out. They have a mobile safe that fits inside. It fits inside of your mag well, your Glock mags. And I don't know if they have any others. Let me see if I can show that website for that company here real quick. And I'm not sure how strong these things are yet. Of course, I haven't had one in my hands. I would love to test one because I do. I'm a tester. I test software, and when I was a kid, I used to always test. So here's a website, GoSafeNow.com, and they have these magazines. They have a dummy mag, and they have a live mag that looks like it holds like 7. My dog's about to bark at the other dog across the fence, so I told him not to. So they have. It looks like it's just for the Glock. So it says it has a 10-round capacity, which isn't too bad. Oh, here, Glock 19 Smith & Wesson SIG. So they have a few different models you can try, and it's like what, about $100. And apparently they have these at Bass Pro Shop. So I've never seen these, but it's intriguing, the idea. The thing that I'd be curious is, can you actually get it out without destroying the gun? Now, I don't have a gun that I would like to destroy, but that would be the question. Is how, because it has a locking mechanism up here. So when you put it in, it doesn't allow you to pull the trigger. So from what I saw in the video there on the Glock magazine video, the trigger can be pulled. You can rack it and it'll spin the round. You can put a round in there. No, trigger cannot be pulled. You can rack it and you can load around and explode around, but it will not fire. So my curiosity would be, what would you have to do to get it out? I mean, I assume it would destroy the gun. And the main thing with these, this is like the idea of this is so that you could have your gun in a safe place, without your kids being able to get to them. I can see future things where maybe an electronic device would get to it, so it couldn't be used if it wasn't in your hand. I don't think we're there yet, but nonetheless. So yeah, that's the Go Safe, and I'd like to get my hands on one of these. And maybe I'm going to reach out to them and I actually, you know what? I have a gun. I would be willing to test this thing if I'd really be willing to see if I could get it open, see how strong it is, because I haven't seen any videos to see how strong it is yet. But it does look an interesting.
Go Safe. Introducing a new era in personal protection.
It's not the fastest way to get to a gun.
Go Safe comes in 2 magazines. The mobile safe, which is a lockable,
and it wouldn't keep your gun from getting stolen, which is important. That is. Lanyard. I guess that's for your key. I don't know. Got some things to do on that, but I just want to show that to you guys. All right, let's get back to some news here. If you guys even still around, even care. You better stick around because I'm talking about news with guns in my hands. All right. Yeah, I'm just stupid. I'm sorry. All right. So here's your Glock mags and so forth. So what else we got going on in the news today? Oh, if you guys live in the Dallas area, you know that darts been getting pretty dangerous.
Go
and so
Safe.
forth. So now I get all these ads for Go Safe, right? So darts been dangerous lately. There was apparently a shooting
train
here.
last night was being beaten by the man and
The
used the gun to defend himself.
Security officer, the police officer on the train, stopped the guy and said he got on the train without paying. Well, the guy is apparently, I'm going to skip through all this. The guy apparently just got out of jail recently. He's living in a shelter. But here's what gets me: is they interviewed his dad, and so this guy got in an argument with the police officer and shot the officer. I'm not quite sure if he used the officer's gun or what happened. They don't really clarify that very well.
The officer attempted to get Mathis off of him, but Mathis continued to hit the officer in the face.
Okay.
That's what led to the officer shooting Mathis,
The
according to
officer
Dart.
shot him.
He did shoot the suspect in
So
the
I was
arm.
wrong. The
Dart
officer shot
says
him.
Mathis ran off, but was caught.
So this
A
guy,
record search reveals Mathis
45,
has a
something like
lengthy
that.
criminal history, dozens of
lengthy
filings,
criminal history.
including
The
convictions
guy's
of
on the
aggravated
streets.
assault with a deadly
And
weapon
here's the other thing.
and motor vehicle
Talk to his
theft.
dad here.
He's also been cited at least
We'll talk to his
16
dad here in a
times
minute.
for
And
riding
his
Dart
dad
without paying a fare.
If you
tells
need
him.
some money, I told him, and you can always call me.
His father, Ivy Mathis Sr., says his son recently got out of prison for vehicle theft and has been working at a fast food restaurant while living at a homeless shelter. He says his son lives with bipolar disorder.
I was
So
worried
he
about
has bipolar, apparently. He needs some help.
getting out and being on the street like that.
The security officer suffered injuries to both eyes.
We are here and we have all these people on the streets, but we have these open borders. I'm preaching to the freaking choir with y'all. And y'all. Oh, that's another thing I saw. So in Chicago, apparently, these migrants are getting fed
So
up.
many of these sanctuary cities
These
now
migrants are
unable to
getting
keep
fed
up. In
up
Chicago,
with
for
not being able
example,
to be fed.
a group of
not
people
being
who
able to
came out
work.
of Venezuela, all the way from
So they're talking
Venezuela,
about
with hopes of a better life. They've been living on the streets. They say, we're going back home.
We're going
One of them
home.
declaring the American
worse here
dream
than it
doesn't
is over there.
exist. Chicago Alderman Raymond Lopez with me now. Sir, how you doing? Good
So-
morning. I saw this story. I said, this is wacky. How many
What-
mall
what-
does not offer is cheap?
amenities that other
imagine that. All these cities can't take care of these migrants. Texas has been saying that for a long time. And then if they're not treated right, or if they don't have what they need, they can't legally work. Eventually, they give up and they go home. Is that all it takes? I'm not saying being mean to people. But you know what? Maybe they should just go home. And I told y'all, my wife is from Mexico. But when she came here, she worked. And it was different. And then she found me and yada, yada, yada. The other thing that got me was there's another article I saw they're actually talking about they want to pass a bill where they can fund some money so that they can shorten the time it takes for these migrants, these illegal aliens, these people who cross the border and didn't do the due process before they came across. These people they're wanting to get them to be able to work, legally work and so forth, faster. So that's just going to flood the market more than it already is. And then, well, so basic labor, those jobs are out there. It's the higher paying jobs that are slim. Like I told you yesterday, a year and a half ago, I had my pick of 5 jobs. Now, I'm 1 in 100 applicants for software jobs. It really sucks. Now, I don't think these migrants are going to be taking software jobs, but you know what? Man, I'm having to fight for unemployment. I'm having to fight for food. I'm having to fight for everything. And I'm not saying physically fight. I'm too old for that. But I'm having to prove that I lost my job. And I'm having to prove that I can't find a job making the same amount of money. And then it doesn't make any sense for me to go make a part-time job. You know, and I already do Pizza Hut deliveries. That job doesn't pay the bills. I would have to work, I think it's like 90 hours in a week, multiple jobs, and I'm working anywhere near what I was making before. I'm sorry, at 50 years old, I can't do that anymore. When I was younger, I did that all the time. Working one job. All right. So that's, migrants say they're getting fed up and going back to Chicago. They're going back home from Chicago. Here's another thing. I want to know your opinion on this. So there's a bill for a 90-day suppressor removal.
Welcome back to Sawtooth
So
Tactical. I've got an article right here.
I saw this Guns and Gadgets where I first saw this. I just didn't have his video saved here. Y'all know Guns and Gadgets. Subscribe to him. This guy, Sawtooth Tactical, he also talks about different things. But nonetheless, they're talking about the suppressor bill, and they want to make it where it's done 90 days. Well, they want to take all that money. Apparently, there's like $200 million or $2 million or whatever it was. Collected in tax stamps. So that money, I guess that money just had no real designation. It just went into a pot. And God knows where it goes. I don't even know where it goes. But it goes out into this pot, and they want to take this money and direct it towards some things here. And one thing they want to direct it towards is towards the ATS, so they can have more money, so they can make it faster. Now, I think they need to get rid of it altogether, but nonetheless, 90 days is better than 11 months or 2 years, as it's been. So just curious on y'all's thoughts about that, and so forth. So I've been rambling too much, y'all. Y'all need to see more guns, don't you? Y'all need to see this Holliston. I like that. Although I have not gotten myself used to the red dot yet. So I don't carry this every day because I'm not used to the red dot yet. I need to practice. I'm actually quicker at finding my target with my 43X. But part of that is because it wasn't accurate at first because of my mistakes with how I mounted it. I actually had the wrong screws on there to start with, and then I didn't have the red dot tight. So, and I didn't realize that until I spent more time. Anyhow, so another site. Here's the other one. Maddie Hunts. Her site. She was live on Smash Time the other day, and she does some bow hunting and so forth. Yeah, she was talking about how they do all these hiking through mountains. I'm like, I would have to take an Uber. Do they have Uber for that? So she has 123 subscribers now. She has, let's see how many videos she's got going on right now. She only has a few videos up, but she has, I think it's Instagram and TikTok. And Instagram she has, and I don't do a lot of TikTok and so forth. Actually, I don't do any TikTok at all. My kids or my friends will send me stuff on TikTok, and I'll be like, I'm sorry. If it forces me to download the app, I'm not doing it. I don't know. So I can barely keep up with YouTube, I think. So that's Maddie Hunt. So go look her up, sign up and subscribe to her. The beautiful thing about subscription, it doesn't cost you a thing. What I do is actually I have a playlist that I just make of different people, different friends and so forth that I like their content or even semi like the content. And when I walk away from my computer, I'll just put the play button and walk away. And what that does for them is that builds up their watch time, and it helps with the numbers. I hit the like button when I come back and forth and I see a video that I haven't liked. I'll hit the like button. I try to comment as much as possible, and I'll share it to my Facebook. So my friends on Facebook, I'm sure they're like, "What is this?" Well, that's what it is. I'm just sharing to help with the algorithm because I think we need more entertainment and so forth. Not sick entertainment, but more entertainment. And especially with us being working from home and not getting out as much as possible, I think some of us just want to get out and meet people and so forth. So anyhow, I rambled quite a bit for today. So tonight, I think it's tonight, Smash Time. Is that tonight, Smash Time, your sticky ear holster interview? Oh, real quick, shout out to Happy Hearts Official. Okay, I have been bummed out being unemployed, and then my YouTube channel, I try to do funny stuff, and it's really hard to do funny stuff when you're unemployed, man. Anyhow, thank you for your comment. It actually motivated me a little bit more. I don't know. So y'all help me get some more subscribers, and then I'll get out and do some more funny stuff because I think that's what people like to see me do is my stupid redneck stuff, and that's the inner me, I think. Oh, man, the sticky holsters with Smash Time. I think tonight Smash Time is interviewing the sticky holster guy. And of course, y'all are watching, so I'm like, how do I get there? How do I get there? Let's see if he's on my draw list. I don't know who these people are, but look, you come down here and you get this mug down here. And Smash Time. If you're not subscribed to Smash Time, go check him out. Smash Time is actually the one that showed me a couple years ago where to find ammo when there was no ammo. And I just figured out that I was getting up too late. You got to get up early to get the ammo back then. And it may be that way again now. Last time I went to the store, they didn't have a lot of 5.56, but I'm not sure if it was just the timing or if it was the early panic or what. I've seen some people talk about shortages. I've seen other people just say not yet, but keep an eye on it. Try to have your stockpile up. How do you get through an ammo shortage? Well, my ammo shortage to get through was I'm not able to go to the range right now anyways. And the other thing is I'll shoot a 22 because the ammo's cheap and I get a bunch of it. 9mm used to be cheap. Man, I started up after all that. But nonetheless, Smash Time. Do you have your live going on tonight? Smash Time, Smash Time, Smash Time. Live. Today. That's it. So this was his video from yesterday, 11:20. I lost track of where it's at. Mark, Pit and Fire. So Smash does all these interviews with people. It's pretty cool to see different people and their talks. And then he's done some late night chats and stuff like that. All right. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for watching. What time is it right now? It is, oh my goodness, it's 7:30 in the morning. What are you people doing awake? I bet you're not even awake yet. All right. Y'all stay wild. Have fun. And I'll see what kind of funny, stupid stuff I can do for y'all later on. Bye, y'all.